Most people buy an SUV because they need the space. They tell themselves it is practical, sensible, the smart choice. Then they see something like this, and every rational thought they had disappears. That is exactly what the 2027 Mercedes-Benz GLE Coupe AMG does to people. It does not ask for your attention. It takes it. And by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why this machine is one of the most interesting things to come out of Stuttgart in years. Before we get into the details, let me tell you something important. This is not just another luxury SUV refresh with a new badge and a slightly bigger screen. Mercedes went back to the drawing board on this one. They asked a question most car companies are afraid to ask. What if we stopped choosing between a sports car and an SUV? What if we just built both at the same time? The GLE Coupe is their answer, and it is a bold one. Start at the front, and you immediately feel it. The wide, upright stance is unmistakable. The Panamericana vertical grille borrowed directly from AMG performance models sends a message before the engine even starts. This is not a luxury vehicle pretending to be sporty. This is a performance machine that happens to seat 5 people in absolute comfort. The LED headlights carry segmented daytime running lights that give the front end a high-tech, almost robotic expression. You have seen this on concept cars. Now it is sitting in your driveway. The air intakes at the bottom are larger and more sculpted than before. That is not just for looks. Improved airflow means the car breathes better at speed, which matters when you are pushing over 600 horsepower in the top AMG variant. The hood has a subtle power bulge, the kind of detail that is easy to miss on first glance but impossible to unsee once you notice it. Every line on this front end has a purpose. Mercedes understands that great design is not decoration, it is function made beautiful. Move to the side, and this is where the GLE Coupe earns its name. The sloping roofline is everything here. It flows from the windshield all the way to the rear in one continuous motion, creating a silhouette that belongs on a sports coupe, not a tall wagon. But the proportions stay true to what an SUV needs to be. You get the height, the presence, the commanding view of the road. You just get it wrapped in something that makes photographers stop and stare. Large multi-spoke alloy wheels fill the arches completely. The high waistline gives the side profile an aggressive, almost tensed feeling, like the car is coiled and ready. Smooth, sculpted surfaces with minimal character lines keep everything clean and premium. Nothing is overdone. Nothing screams for attention because it does not have to. The rear is where restraint becomes its own kind of drama. A full-width LED light bar stretches across the entire tailgate, and at night, this thing is genuinely stunning. The taillights are sleek and precise, making the car look wider and lower than it actually is. Then your eyes drop to the quad exhaust pipes and the sculpted rear diffuser, and suddenly restrained is not the word you are reaching for anymore. This rear end communicates performance without shouting it. That is hard to pull off, and Mercedes does it with confidence. Step inside, and the whole conversation changes. The interior of the 2027 GLE Coupe is what happens when a technology company and a luxury atelier decide to build something together. The dashboard is dominated by a dual-screen setup sitting under a single continuous glass panel. Instrument cluster on the left, large infotainment display on the right, and both of them feel like they belong in something from a decade from now. The graphics are sharp, the interface is intuitive, and the whole thing responds with the kind of precision you would expect from a machine at this price point. The center console floats between the front seats, finished in high-gloss material with touch-sensitive control surfaces. Ambient lighting fills every corner of the cabin, and you can feel the difference between materials when you run your hand across the dash. Leather, polished aluminum, soft touch surfaces everywhere your skin might make contact. The steering wheel is thick and multifunctional with haptic controls built in. Every detail in here says one thing: you made the right choice. Now the part everyone actually wants to know. Under the hood, you have the choice of a turbocharged inline-6 or a V8. Both with mild hybrid or plug-in hybrid assistance. Output starts at 380 horsepower and climbs past 600 in the full AMG configuration. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in under 5 seconds, and the AMG variants do it faster. The all-wheel drive system is AMG tuned, and the adaptive air suspension reads the road and adjusts in real time. This is not a heavy SUV that happens to look fast. This is a fast car that happens to be practical. Here is the honest truth about the 2027 GLE Coupe. It is not for everyone. If you need 7 seats or maximum cargo space, buy something else. Mercedes is not pretending this is the most sensible option on the market. But if you want something that makes every commute feel like an event, something that turns heads without trying, Something that can carry your family to dinner and then absolutely embarrass sports cars on the highway. This is the machine. The GLE Coupe sits at the exact intersection of design, performance, and luxury in a way that very few cars ever manage. The question is not whether this is a great vehicle. It clearly is. The question is whether you are the kind of person who can walk past it without wanting to get in and never stop driving. Most people cannot. And honestly, that is the highest compliment you can pay a car like this.